Okay, so kind of starting the stream out a bit. Let's check a look. Okay, so let's definitely up now. So I'm going to have to new tools for setup, but I don't exactly have a page that sells stuff, so I'm not exactly quite using it. Okay, so I don't know if I still get the. Well, one thing's for sure, I can't exactly. Let's. Draft of Kaladesh Remastered with a bang. Hopefully. Okay, so I have. Kind of defeats the purpose of having a page, but I guess it makes sense for my normal interactions. I can come in as a page for everything else. Like I know Facebook doesn't want me sharing as a page. I guess that kind of makes sense. Actually, no, it doesn't make sense if you ask me. But see about that. So I'm just waiting to be notified I violated something esoteric again. Otherwise, we should be good here. So I'm just posting the link up for to a few groups. We're gonna see how many people come in. If it's typical of this time zone, I'm probably not gonna get much, which is it's okay. Otherwise, it's not so bad as far as number of people come. We'll see if we get quite the number of people tuned in. The algorithm, at least for YouTube, the algorithm was kind of good for me quite a week or so ago. Maybe as long as I post the video as soon as I'm done with it, it's fine. If I go back to my old habit of sleeping on it, sometimes I have to do that. But okay, then so click on this. Quite a week or so ago, maybe as long as I post the video as soon as I'm done with it, it's fine. I have to actually press my old habit of. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So we're already fine with some starting up, and yeah, let's start right now. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we're going to do our very first draft of Kaladesh Remastered. I did one sealed. I was tempted to do another one because the first sealed was so bad. Cards I got were unusually underpowered. I managed to sneak one win only because opponent had really big mana problems. Otherwise, well, then I did make a few mistakes in one game. I don't think it was that close either. It was just it was me trying to catch up, but I don't think I would have caught up anyway. But here we go. We'll see if we can make do this time. Gonna cash in our 1500. And okay, so if you cancel out, there's a rejoin draft button. I caught a quick glimpse of it on the bottom. We should be getting quite a lot of people coming in. So yeah, to the very first viewer, hello there. I could just be me, I think. We'll see, but I'm definitely ready. My body's ready. And as far as the cards are concerned, Spire of Industry is fine, but you don't usually want to see this land as a start off. Hidden Stockpile, I guess if we can find some sort of revolt shenanigans, we can keep churning out servos. That's a good plan. As far as removal, Fragmentize is kind of removal here. Hijack, kind of there. Thriving Rhino. I kind of want to take Malphis Revolutionary. It's 3 mana, 3/3 trample. Plays around the counters quite a bit. The Shielded Aether Thief, not so much. I'm passing the Rhino, but I guess that's fine. I also don't want. I'm gonna take the Malphis Revolutionary only because I don't want to start off in 2 colors. Okay, Winding Constrictor. This is considering we don't have much. Okay, this is kind of a green card. We don't exactly have. It benefits us in the energy deck as well. We also have Renegade map, so this would have comboed with the hidden stockpile. I'm going to take the Winding Constrictor. We're going to see if we can get away with +1/+1 counters. So it gives us options with Fabricate. There are quite a few Fabricate cards, so we have to keep that in mind. We're looking out for Fabricate, we're looking out for Energy. And this one gets a double trigger, so we're kind of hoping to play around with that one. Let's see. Yep. Just me now live. Could just be me only, I guess. So we're kind of waiting for a few other picks here. So we're looking for ways to generate +1/+1 counters. Unfortunately, we don't have Walking Ballista anymore. Actually, so cards like Attunement Aider is fine. Okay, Bomad Courier, I would really love this one for my mono red deck, but even that one's kind of questionable. There's a Lifecraft Cavalry. This one's actually okay. I probably would rather take the Attunement Aider first. There's a Make Obsolete. This one deals with all them servos. I think I want to just get the Attunement Aider for now. Just get some early fixing, get some early energy. We'll try to see what sticks here. First few picks, not so much in the way of power. Okay, we got Hazardous Conditions. Creatures with no counters on them get -2/-2. I guess we can get this as some sort of removal. There's also Riparian Tiger. Also kind of benefits the energy deck. There's High Spire Artisan. That's a... Oh, wow. We got multiple choices here. I kind of want to get this as removal because we have... There are actually a lot of X2s and X1s. I feel bad about passing these guys, though. We'll start with this one first. And let's see. Okay, we got a Tiger again, so we're gonna go Eye of the Tiger here. Our other choices don't really exist. There's a Malphite Squad, which we can go for Fabricate. But note that it's Winding Constrictor. If on an artifact or creature you control, if you would get one or more counters, so yeah, it benefits us in energy. This benefits us multiple ways. It's also a 2/3. That's kind of nice. So we're actually looking out for cards like Subtle Strike. Also, those are relatively cheap, and they do generate +1/+1 counters. So we got another Revolutionary. I kind of want to take the Cavalry, but let's start with... We'll take the Revolutionary first. We'll see what comes back. And just having relative cheap 3/3s for... I guess we would... What were these cards back in the day? Woolly Mammoths. Basically 3 mana, 3/3 tramples with the counter upside. It's not too bad. I did say we were kind of gonna try to do broken stuff. Everything we've been doing is so fair, so it's probably not up there yet. Okay, this is not a counter. Mind Rot's not a great one. Siege Modification. Might want to just... I'll take the Ornamental Courage. It kind of protects. It's no Blossoming Defense, but it is a good way to protect some of our creatures here. Yes, I kind of want to lean more towards green, but... And Hazardous Conditions is one of the... Actually, between these two, we got the kind of signpost cards. We just don't... Now we just need to get the actual cards. Another Attunement Aider. I think one is fine. There's a Narnam Cobra, which gives us removal. There's a Fortuitous Find. We haven't been picking artifacts yet, so we kind of want to rely on cards like High Spire Artisan. This gives us some options on the side. We have to remember that this is a base 0/3. It's 1/4 if we don't fabricate a servo. So we got multiple options here at least. Also having our... Okay, actually the hidden stockpile came back. This is an option. Aider Inspector, kind of an option also. We'll take the hidden stockpile. We'll see if anything pans out from that. We do have a good greens... We do have a good base of green cards. We just need to see if we have a good base of anything else with the black. We could just go mono green splash something here. Like, get more Tigers, get more Peem Outriders. There's a Fort Bridge Prowler. That's kind of removal. There's a Puzzle Knot, which gets us a ton of energy, gets us some life. I kinda want it over the Rogue, so we'll take that. Another Ornamental Courage. Yeah, we'll take that. So we're not exactly drafting artifacts in the artifact set. But we are getting multiple good options here. Yeah, I definitely want to take the Aether trade ones. Implements of examination. Okay. It's not a puzzle knot because that one also generates an... Okay, we got one good payoff, Long Tusk Cub. It also puts +1/+1 counters. Pima Outrider is a good one to catch up. Also an Inventor's Fair, but we're going to take the Long Tusk Cub. We want to solidify ourselves there. We got a Rogue Refiner, so that's an incentive to go into blue. Restoration Gearsmith, return target artifact or creature. Something to consider. But we only have one attuned to Aether. We're not exactly splashing. I probably wouldn't splash for blue. I might take the Malphite squad just well, there's also a Sky Skiff. 2 Tree Flyer for 2, kind of rando. It's kind of okay, actually. It's crew of 1, so it actually benefits our High Spire Artisan, so I guess I'll take that. A Concealed Courtyard. We have an Appetite for the Unnatural also, which is removal. We have an Aether Poisoner, which generates energy, creates servos. That's also quite good. So I want to take the Concealed Courtyard, but I'm going to have to take the Aether Poisoner. Or the Appetite for the Unnatural. This is pretty much straight up removal. Making the hard choices. I'm not exactly... Like, I didn't get any rares from the last one, so I better do well here. Like, we got our 2 opening packs. The opening rares were lands, and I probably would have been tempted if it was the green-black one. That would have definitely fit. Okay, Hunt the Weak. That's good removal. Yeah, this is just a straight pump. There's an Electrostatic Pummeler, which... It's we might get it back, actually. It's so weird that we might just get it back. So... Kind of looking for more cards like Winding Constrictor. There's a Live Fast. Oh, there's an Aetherflux Reservoir. Commencement of Festivities. There's a Pill Bug, which I kind of like. You know what? I'll take the... I probably should take the Live Fast because this is card draw, but I'm gonna take the Reservoir here just so that I can say that I did at least get one rare. Lost Legacy. Okay, there's another rare, but not the kind I want. There's a High Spire Infusion which gives us energy, so I guess that's fine. I'll probably take that. So as far as creatures, okay, our creature non-creature split, not so good. Oh, Gifted Aetherborn. That's... I would also like the Colony. I would like the Colony. I'd also like the Subtle Strike, but I'm definitely taking Aetherborn here. And there's a Fen Hauler, which... There's another Puzzle Knot. I'm probably gonna take... What's the Mobile Garrison? Tax on... Well, with the exception of the High Spire Artisans, I'm gonna just take another Puzzle Knot, I guess. Because what's this? It's 3 to cast. Actually, no. We'll take a Garrison. We'll see how it pans out. Having a few extra bodies that we don't have to commit our servos should be a consideration. Although we're not exactly in servo land. But it does give us an excuse to not commit certain cards, so I guess that's okay. Also, you can get the weirdness of servo crewing a Sky Skiff, crewing a Mobile Garrison, but that's well, crewing a Mobile Garrison, then it attacks and you can say untap. Well, untap the Sky Skiff, but it's too late to attack at that point. Yeah, we're not exactly in the... Okay, Malice is back. There's a Reservoir Walker. There's a Whirler Maker, which... I guess I kind of want to have at least one Whirler Maker. It buys us quite a bit of time. We could also just take a Foundry Screecher. It's just aggro creature all around. Yeah, I'll take a Foundry Screecher. Got a Malphite squad back, so we're gonna definitely take that one now. So we're kind of filling out the black a little bit. Okay, nothing great for us here. Probably hate out this. Take the Siege modification. Oh, I would love to run Sleep Artisan. Okay, got Commence the Festivities. Got a Rush of Vitality, which I will take. But I probably will not run... Yeah, we need more creatures at this point. We got Panharmonicon, which is... Well, let's see. The only other good one here is Thriving Rhino. Let's see. When this creature enters the battle... Oh, wait. Okay, I'm gonna take the Panharmonicon. We're gonna be on the lookout for more cards with Fabricate because those are ETB triggers. Also, a bunch of our energy cards are ETB as well. Okay, that one not so much, but yeah, okay, we're gonna take the Die Young because that's removal. Yeah, we're gonna be on the lookout for cards with ETB triggers. So, oh, actually artifacts too, so we like what, 6 life, 6 energy off the Puzzle Knot. That's fine. Also, before starting this video, I was watching the MTG Goldfish video. I was watching Set run Panharmonic on that deck. Okay, 10 and 10. Yeah. I kind of want to just get another... I'll take the Cell Strike because the Artisan seems to wheel. I guess we can cut the Sky Skiff and the Garrison at this rate. They technically are kind of creatures, but not so much. Then we kind of want to start cutting some of the... Like, High Spire Infusion, it's fine. I only ran one Puzzle Knot because... Yeah, we kind of want to have cards... We kind of need to have creatures to support some of these cards here. Yeah, Attune with Aether is fine. Die Young is fine. Okay, there's an Emerald Bruiser... It's a 2-mana 3/1. That's perfectly good. There's an Eager Construct if we need more. I guess I'll just take the Bruiser. We just need a few more bodies. My concern is that our once very clean heavy green is now has quite a bit of black, so we might need to make some cuts. Like say the Rush of Vitality gets cut. The Subtle Strike might get cut. Like, how many cards do we have that generate energy? 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one's questionable. It's one that attacks. Aether is fine. I guess we can take that one. It's a 4-mana creature, though. Well, we don't exactly have that many, because I would like to get the Cobra back, or I probably will get the Aether or the Puzzle Knot. I'll take the Aethers here. Let's, again, have some more bodies. And by her lonesome, it's 3/2 ETB with 3 energy. So we're kind of fine here. Yeah, let's put that Panharmonicon in. Now we need to look for... Yeah, we need to look for a bet. Like Malphus Revolutionary, that's also a good double ETB. Wow, we got quite the ETB suite here. Now we just need to actually get enough payoffs to make it work. I would love more Winding Constrictors, but I think that ship has sailed already at this point. Renegade map helps us with mana. There's a Make Obsolete. There's an animation module. Oh, whenever one or more, you may pay one. Interesting. Yeah, wait. I really want to take it, but we're cutting it quite close. You know what? I'll take it because I'll take it as an extra rare. Let's see if we can get more. Well, I might get stuff like Workshop Assistant. That's a decent creature at least. So we're 13 and 10. So we're on the lookout for more creatures. Workshop Assistant loop is okay. Yeah, it's actually okay. Workshop Assistant loop. If we can keep the curve low enough, like we only got a single 5 mana, it's just a Tiger. We might... I guess we could get away with minimal mana, though that's kind of scary. Enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. I probably would prefer to have one of these over the other. So we're gonna cut the High Spire Infusion here. So we're on the lookout for more creatures. There's a Night Market to look out, but we kind of want more 2s. There's an Unbridled Growth. Yeah, let's take a look. I'm gonna see if we can. I'm gonna give ourselves room for more aggro. Yeah, there's enough Puzzle Knots coming back. I could even just cut this one Puzzle Knot and insert another creature in. So let's do a quick look. We also have to do a quick mana check also. Like I want to I want to make it a 10-7 if possible, which might mean yuck, not so great. I guess we can just stick at an 8-9, but we're really at the mercy here. I guess we can also go 10-7. So Aetherborn's awkward, so are some of these other cards, but a lot of our 2s are early removal. We just really want to hit the 3s here, so I guess this is fine. So we're going to see if this pans out here, if we got enough counters to run this thing through. Otherwise, okay, let's say the counter plan kind of fails, then we have a plan B. We start putting in more night market lookouts. Let's go early aggro. We can add the Skyskiff and the Garrison in. Yeah, so as far as rares go, let's see, I got 1. Panharmonicon is 2. Animation modules 3. Animation module is a bit on the weird one, but it creates servos. It creates servos. So we'll see if that works. We're gonna see if it pans out. It's probably better for green-white. That one's definitely a lot of counters. But here we go. We'll see how we do. And worst case scenario, we can just say this is our first draft ever, and we can learn lessons from it. So right off the bat, opponent's been doing. Okay, so we're gonna keep this one. We got Aether turn 1. So at least we're gonna get payoffs for quite some of our energy bits. Like if we can even get a lot of energy now, we can. It will pay off later with our. It'll pay off later in the Long Tusk Hub, because that one you just pay energy as it goes along. So let's build a bank. So we definitely want. So this will come down as a 2-1, but it's fine. I kind of want to just drop Revolutionary into Aether Seer. Opponent might have a green card. Let's see. If it's an X1... Actually, we can wait. Target's me. Then next turn we can do the subtle strike if our opponent doesn't do much of anything else. Opponent has Thriving Rhino, gets more energy. So this does threaten to grow. Let's see if our opponent is willing to double block. Opponent does not double block. So target -1/-1, put a +1/+1 counter. So next turn we can drop Aether Seer, but yeah, the rest of our cards are not so great. We don't have that many artifacts, so the Foundry Screecher is semi-questionable. We can at least kind of race it for the first turn or so. Afterwards, we're kind of racing this for one turn. The turn afterward, it's awkward. If I can draw the other Malphus Revolutionary, we can come this way through. Opponent not playing. There should be a card turn 4. This is generally a turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. I guess it could be a question of removal. Also have to remember Hijack is here but not Wrangle, so I should be scared of 2 red mana, not 1. No, not true. Welding Sparks, but our opponent will need to have some additional artifacts right now, which our opponent doesn't have. So if we want to see artifact heavy decks, it's probably going to be opponent goes Frontline Rebel, so attack each combat. So we're gonna make this guy. We're gonna make this guy block now because I know the pump effect is. Our opponent could have a blossoming defense, but at least it gets it out of the way now, and we kind of. We'll see. Opponent's forced to block. Does our opponent have a pump effect? Has the blossoming defense. Unbelievable. Okay, so we're in trouble now. I thought I was being smart, but then again, yeah. Well, blossoming defense is uncommon, but I guess in draft we should expect our opponent to have at least one. And it's +2/+2 in hex. Hapatra's mark, I think was +1/+1, but removed all the -1/-1 counters. I know Ranger's Gal was just +1/+1 in hexproof. That one was on the. Now we probably will just throw the Aiders here in front of the frontline rebel. But now it looks like, yeah, us not getting the Thriving Rhino might have hurt us a bit. Yeah, this thing just grew. Well, good news is it's gonna stop growing at this point. So we'll make the trade now. But now we need something for this. Die Young is fine. Yeah, I forgot how good Thriving Rhino is. This one's like, get it early. And how did our opponent, yeah, had the extra mana charger. So like we could get another Malphus, but okay, Menace is a prop. Okay, we're just flooded here. Yeah, we got, yeah, that was a really bad flood here. Well, to be fair, we were making our land drops. I think our opponent's also making their land drops. Yeah, we're not gonna win this one. I don't see the point in dropping this one. We need to hit a removal spell, but in this case, we need to hit running removal spells. Hunt the Weak is fine for the Brawler, but we need to hit the Die Young for the Thriving Rhino. We don't exactly have a Fatal Push. And there's a Pima Outrider. Basically, all the cards I didn't get to draft. We got a Tiger. But this only triggers on attack, so it's gonna trade with this one. We're going to take... Yeah, that's good. I had an idea, but that did not pan out. So probably want some more aggro business, I guess. Let's take a look. So our weakness is large creatures, which kind of understandable here. Yeah, we haven't. It seems like we have to also assume that green is heavily drafted because of all the big creatures, so we probably should stay away from it if possible. So yeah, we kind of want effects like High Spire Infusion because our creatures are not exactly the big end. Like this one's a 3/3, but it doesn't quite grow. The Malphus squad's a 3/1, so it's a bit weak on the backside. 3/2. Yeah, we literally have only one big creature. It's a 4. That's a 4/4. I guess we can run Mobile Garrison as a way to get a 3/4 on the board. My only concern is like 14 and 9. Okay, Screecher is a bit on the weaker end. We're keeping Appetite for the Unnatural, although it's because we're expecting artifacts. We just didn't exactly run too many. The Workshop Assistant's probably also on the... Yeah, I kind of want to run the... Okay, let's do a substitution. Let's sub the Workshop Assistants for Night Market Lookouts. Let's bring the mana closer to an 8/9. Maybe we could get a good enough aggro start and have something to chump block near the back end. Night Market Lookout's not much, but if it's virtually attacking for 2, so it's kind of like a 2/1 for 1. So we might be able to get something out of it. We'll see. It does kind of incentivize me to put... It kind of incentivizes me to at least put the Sky Skiff back in because that one can be equipped. So... Yeah, a bit soft here. We can Die Young early, but that sounded so bad. I got a mulligan. Okay, this is reasonably better. I'm gonna keep this one. We're going to bin the Hunt the Weak. So at least we have something that can wipe our opponent's early creatures on the assumption that there's a... I should play this one. Underhanded designs. What's... You may pay 1. Okay. So we'll see if our opponent has the removal. Blue black. Okay. Yeah, this one's actually not so great hand. I probably could have been the tiger instead, but this was literally the only creature at that point. Opponent goes subtle strike. Okay, let's play the Winding Constrictor, but we're still having mana problems. So Hazardous Condition's not gonna hit this anymore. Defiant Salvager. Okay. The -1/-1 is not relevant, but the +1 counter is. So we might be able to kind of race between the Constrictor and the Malthus Revolutionary. Let's see. And sacrifice, destroy target creature only if you activate 2 or more artifacts, which our opponent does. So that's a problem. Yeah, so our opponent's gonna be able to snipe this one. The Dai Young's not gonna be able to kill it, neither's this one. I guess I can just run this out, force our opponent to... Yeah, that's correct, it's a 6/7. So our opponent might be forced to just activate this and just destroy it. Oh no, Ghost Aetherborn Marauder snipes all my counters. Oh wait, from those you control. Okay, that's fine. So we actually have a trick here. Hand it to perfect time is perfect. Opponent can't activate. So it takes that out. Opponent's forced to have another artifact. I'll swing with just the... I could swing with this too, but it's still valuable as a 3/3. Opponent has the option to block with life. Okay, there we go. So at least we staved off the underhanded designs for 1 turn. I'm gonna have to play EP my Aether's here next turn just to generate the energy, since I'm gonna need to use Dai Young soon. Opponent really looking for a way to kill this. Direct spell. I know there's one at 5 mana. No, Fortuitous Find buys it back. Okay, has the Ornithopter is just there to fuel this, I guess. Oh, but paid the 1 mana for it, so target creature get -1/-1. That's fine. So I might not even... I need to take this out. Because this is the one thing that's... Because that's the one thing that's powering our... Oh, we got an actual extra one. Okay, that's fine. We could have taken out the pill bug, but that's a blocker, so we're gonna actually just swing with everything here. So we're forcing our opponent to have another artifact if they want to activate underhanded designs. They probably did not have to pay 1. They Defiant Salvager, not an artifact, so... So I need to play the Artisan next turn. There's a Night Market Lookout, so yeah, we'll do just that. Gonna keep swinging with this one, force our opponent to keep chump blocking till the end of time. So I could create it. No, we're gonna... So this can... We're at least forcing our opponent to jump creatures now. So next turn, I probably want to... If I can't play Tiger, I just play Aether's here, that's fine. Opponent finally takes out that one blocker. We can still block this one. Actually, we're forced to block this one. There's no way. I don't think our opponent intended to do that. Okay, we did hit our... So I have to swing with this one, force our opponent to kind of block. We're still dead if our opponent has removal. There's no way around it. So these our creatures are not gonna... Then we'll drop the Tiger. Opponent's also out of cards, so... Opponent's living off the top of their deck. Thankfully, underhanded designs are not so underhanded anymore. Yeah, opponent concedes 8. But that was too close for comfort. That was too close for comfort, so I'm not too happy with that one. I will take it, though. Okay, so... Okay, so that request came in true. So, 1 win, 1 loss. I'm somewhat happy. Let's see if we can do better. But we're gonna keep pushing through. So, I do like... I did like that setup. I don't know if our opponent... I think our opponent probably should have cast a Die Young targeting our... Because we were forced to block anyway. Malthus Revolutionary, Winding Constrictor. Yeah, we really needed more Constrictors. Okay, so... Okay, this is interesting. So, we're gonna run the Lookout first. So we're gonna see if the animation module actually pans out, considering right now it combos with nothing. Oh gosh. This one mills cards. So we're on the lookout for +1/+1 counters. This will... So Subtle Strike would be a good pick. Driving Turtle. Oh wow. One could try to mill us. Okay, so... Choose a counter and target permanent or player. Give that to another. Okay, so... We can increase our opponent's energy, so that's not great. We're gonna pass. I guess I could just cast a Revolutionary. But let's see. When it attacks, it becomes a 1/4. You know what? Probably not gonna attack, so I'll just play the Revolutionary. No real value, just a treat. Let's choose something else so it doesn't benefit. Yeah. So animation module. And there goes our cards that generate energy and stuff. That was rude. Opponent has their own Malthus Revolutionary. So we're looking on the lookout for Subtle Strike, I guess. But okay, got our Long Tusk Cubs, so I kind of want to swing with these first. Then let's see, choose a Okay, there's some sort of plan. Opponent's gonna try to mill us out with Minister. We can't at least we milled our sideboard, but we lost 1 removal. There's a Wild Wanderer that gets land, so good for our opponent. I think I want to buff this one. There's a Panharmonicon way too late. Yeah, so these are very conditional, so probably should. So it attacks, makes... Interesting. Oh, and it deals combat damage to a player. Oops. Okay, that's bad. So opponent's gonna trade. Oh, at least we got an equitable trade. It's just bad. Yeah, I forgot this is combat damage, not attack. So yeah, that's bad. So this. Opponent gets more energy. I guess I'm gonna play the Panharmonicon for lack of anything better to do, but Yeah, these two cards are not panning out. I might just cut them out. Okay. I would have... Well, no, it would have killed our Night Market Lookouts. I probably would have... And our opponent has to miss a Vital Force.
Witness the ties that bind us all. Rise, my
they'll take the
elemental
fight.
friend.
And now we're getting flooded. Yeah, this one's not panning out by itself. I'm gonna cut the animation module. And this one's very cheap in terms of okay, some more lands. But what exactly are we looking for? We lost Hunt the Weak. We lost Hazardous Construction. We lost quite a few of our creatures. Opponent just gets more energy. It's gonna just buffing this one. Yeah, we probably should concede at this point. Yeah, Thriving Turtle generating the energy. We needed a way to kill this immediately. We just didn't get it. Wow. That's it. Yeah, we'll concede there. We flooded at this point. So we're gonna cut the animation module. That was an interesting experiment. Panharmonicon. I'll keep it one more time. It's interest because what exactly I'm gonna... Let's see if we have another ETB trigger that's good. Like, I guess the puzzle knot. We have a second puzzle knot. No, actually we cut the puzzle knot to begin with. Yeah, let's put the puzzle knot in. We'll cut the animation module. Okay, so that gives us 2 puzzle knots. That gives us quite a bit of time. Pendulum of Patterns interesting also because it's a way to draw cards. Yeah, we didn't get any card draw here, so that's kind of on me. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain 1 life for each spell you cast this turn. Problem is we're not exactly drawing that much, so we're probably not gonna get this far. So I'm gonna... Yeah, so we're gonna cut the animation module. That one really did not pay off. Like, it's too conditional on having those cards, and I guess if we drafted more of those cards, sure, but yeah, the payoff was not there. And the way the modules work is quite circular. Like the modules can't power themselves. You need there's a second module that generates the +1/+1 counter, so that will power this one. There's another module that powers off on having servos come into play. So we only got 1 module, so that one really didn't pay off. Okay, I'll keep this one. We got the Constrictor turn 2. Into Puzzle Knot turn 3. We'll see. Opponent leads on Swamp, so Die Young by itself will not do it. So we get 3 life and 4 energy. I guess that should power this out quite a bit. Major Poisoner. We're not blocking that. So there's a Night Market Lookout. This one can block anytime soon. It's 4 energy. So we're kind of looking for 2 more mana to power up the Tiger. Worst case scenario, I guess we sack this, but I kind of want to fire off the Appetite. So far, we've been running into a lot of atypical decks. I didn't see much in the way of artifacts. It's possible that running Appetite for the Unnatural, this was supposed to be really good. Guess not. Or not so much. Okay, Malphis Squad, I definitely want to fabricate plus counters here. Opponent's running white-black, so this is technically a Revolt deck. So we should be on the lookout for like Fatal Push, Alley Evasion. My goodness, Alley Evasion. I'm still getting nightmares of that one. We do have Appetite of the Unnatural if we are gonna pick off a Lonely Servo. When it goes Aviary Mechanic, you may bounces the Poisoner. That's fine. Okay, we hit. So we're gonna go with +1/+1 counters because we get multiples of that. That makes this a 5-tree. So opponent could just... So at least if I swing with this one, even if our opponent plays Poisoner, our opponent will have to double block. Probably just give up this in servo. I could snipe the servo just to force our opponent to block with this plus mechanic. Opponent could also just choose to chump block the mechanic with. Okay, here's the poisoner again, plus mana. Okay, there's a hunt the weak. Oh wow, perfect. Fights target creature you don't control. Actually, that's perfect. So we're gonna have fight the aviary mechanic because I have no intention of blocking this or swinging for that matter. So we're gonna swing with these two. Yeah, it's a poor trade, but it forces our opponent to trade 1 for 1. That's fine. So if our opponent's slightly stuck, yeah, we're just waiting to play the tiger. Yeah, Long Toss Cub, I forgot. It has to deal combat damage to a player. That's how long it has been since I last played. Opponent being stuck on mana helps. Take the hit. Let's see what opponent might have straight revoke privileges. And since I'm not intending to block at all, I will just swing with the Constrictor. At least I won't make any mistakes, and I don't think there's any destroy target tap creature effects in white here in this set. I might be wrong though. I really want to play Tiger, but I'm willing to just play Revolutionary. The counter will go based on... opponent's slightly tanking. Yeah, not hitting lands hurts our opponent. That Appetite of the Natural finally paid off. Opponent will get a servo at the beginning of their end step. Let's see if they survive long enough. Yeah, nice. No counters on them. I kind of built it around that. Sacrifice a creature, scry 1. Sure, you still don't get a blocker. Yeah, our opponent got them ruined by the mana. So we get a rank up here. Well, to be fair, we were... Actually, most of our decks operating on 2 and 3, so... At least we have that as an advantage. I'm actually tempted to cut a land. But I don't exactly have anything good to put in it in exchange, so let's not do that. Like, probably a Pendulum, but... Rush of Vitality kind of makes sense also. Like, High Spire Infusion kind of makes sense. Ornamental Courage, maybe. Yeah, we're just having a weird setup where we have a few payoffs, but it's gonna take a lot of work just to get there. So far, none of the supposed... Okay, animation module's not powerful, let's be honest. But Panharmonicon, even that one doesn't quite pay off because it's kind of late. Generally, that one pays off more when you're playing bigger spells that have bigger payoffs. Like Panharmonicon into the Tiger, it's okay, I guess. It pays off all our future plays though. So I guess lacking ramp is also an issue. Like, actually there's not much in the way of... Okay, there's a Tune to Aether, but that's not ramp, but it just gets a land off our deck. That Wild Wanderer, that is ramp, but that's 4 mana. So that... And well, speaking of mana issues, I could wait for the inevitable green mana, but we are running 9/8, so I'm not gonna risk it. Okay, this is better. We'll actually bin the Tiger. That's a long ways away. So at least we can go... We don't have to run the Aetherborn immediately. In fact, I'm happy with just running the Die Young on whatever our opponent drops here. In fact, we'd have enough... Or not. We don't have to run the Die Young. Now we're flooding on mana, so that's an issue. We'll definitely play the Black Nose, because we want to have the option to just drop the Gifted Aetherborn then and there. Fire Fortress Puzzle? Oh, there's a Sweatworks Brawler. That's a good target for this. So next turn we can actually drop Aetherborn Longtusk Cub. Actually, I'm tempted to just drop the Bruiser first. Again, let's try not to run the Aetherborn until we absolutely have to. Opponent probably snipes this one. I guess that's... It's a bounce. That's okay. So next turn we could just play Revolutionary, then the Cub again. Opponent's not exactly playing... Well, okay, there you go. But that takes out one advantage. Let's play the Revolutionary first. If that, I guess because the deck assumes that we want to also cast. Yeah, when you have these multiple options, hover your mana over, double check to see what you're casting. Now to be said, there's probably still burn for this one. And unfortunately a Tiger's in the bottom, so okay, there's a Harness Lightning. Opponent's going for the Longtusk Cub. So at least that's fine. That means opponent probably doesn't have a use for energy if they're gonna spend it all. I'm gonna just swing with this one. We'll take out the Virtuoso. No, opponent doesn't. Okay, we'll play this one. I'm concerned our opponent has another Harness Lightning. So let's just play it all out. But we might be in trouble here. Opponent still has a grip of cards. Clearly reactive. Okay, opponent did not... Clearly reactive based on the cards they... Well, this one's... Yeah, that one's kind of reactive too. So... We don't exactly have a sacrifice effect. Guess I could swing. Yeah, why not? It also, with this much mana, it might scare our opponent into not blocking. Yeah, no, opponent's gonna block. So now we need to hit a removal effect or one of our bigger creatures. Yeah, one of our bigger creatures. It's all in the Flyers. We do have an out for it though. Okay, we got Puzzle Knot, so yeah, let's just play the Puzzle Knot. We're gonna wait for our opponent to swing with all their. We'll wait for our opponent to swing with all their top tiers first. Basically, let's limit the number of blocks that are possible. Besides, it eats up half. Okay, there's a trophy. Let's see what the Trophy Mage gets. I'm trying to remember. It's probably, yeah, it's probably vehicles. I don't think there's. Oh, implement. Oh, it's just draw a card. Okay, so let's crack this one. Yeah, I would have preferred the blue Puzzle Knot. Okay, now we're flooded. So if I swing with this one, it will eat 2 of their cards. I guess that's fine. He's just taking it. Opponent's gonna try to race us, I guess. That makes sense. So we're kind of looking for our sweeper effect. That will sweep everything but the Virtuoso. Opponent sacks that, draws 2 cards. So yeah, good stuff. 4 mana, 2 cards. Also, opponent kind of tapped out. Yeah, very tapped out. Opponent's gonna swing with everything now. Except 1. I'm actually okay with that. Because we're kind of racing at this point. But I'm just flooding for real. Seriously. Like, how many lands is this? This is 8 lands out of 17, so we got 9 lands left in the deck. One has a Torrential Gear though. Harness Lightning will snipe the Gifted Aetherborn. Oh wow. We do have an appetite that unnatural. But wow. Torrential Gear Hulk. Okay, we might just be dead. After... Okay, got hit. Morphis squad, but not, we can't even fabricate it positively. Have to make a circle. So at least this one can block the virtual, so fine. Just wait. Chandra's Pyro. Oh wow. X1s are not so great. Okay. Yeah, I guess. And insult to injury. Yeah, good game. Opponent did draw a lot of cards here. We did not, so that's kind of the problem. Yeah, running into a differential defense of pain. Yeah, we got solidly locked for quite a while. So I guess as far as our first draft goes, it could do a lot better, but at least that's us testing the water, seeing how well things are. Kaladesh Remastered. I guess I won't be mastering this anytime soon, but I'm gonna keep on trying just for you guys. That's what all the investment is in for. I probably should alternate doing a few other drafts just to shore up the gem pile. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. I probably should... I'm just kind of slightly annoyed that if there's any tier list for this one, it's kind of late. Like, I usually expect it from limited resources, but they're kind of doing it for Commander Legends right now. It's understandable. That's the next paper set, but I really could use some help here. So if anyone has any ideas for helping out, do let me know. And that said, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great day, everyone.